Hello folks, Dr. Kevin Polk here, and today's video is about beware frustration, the gateway to away loops. So this came out of a discussion from the Mastermind the other day. And as you know, life is chock full of frustration. Sometimes our spouses are frustrating, children, cars, computers, those internet forums that don't work sometimes. I thought of another one I didn't put on the list. Those phone trees we get into when we call up insurance companies or whatever. Those are frustrating. And obviously the list is very long. And so frustration feels yucky, even when I think of one of those phone trees. It doesn't feel good. And so it's that yucky feeling of frustration. And when something feels yucky, we want to get rid of it. Which is an away move, and it sort of sets you up for an away move. So you're feeling yucky, and here you are, and now you're primed up for an away move. So maybe you go, I put some of the common ones up there: Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, coffee, tea, smashing blank, whatever. That might be expensive. Wine and beer I have down there, whatever. There's lots of different things that you can do to get some relief from that yucky feeling of frustration. And here we go. So you get the relief, but if the frustration is still there, the source of the frustration remains, then you're set up to, boom, go back around the away loop again. Get some relief, and then boom, it comes back again, and you can get stuck in what is known as an away loop. And the problem with away loops is they can eat up a whole lot of your time. So if you can, you want to minimize the amount of time you get stuck in them. Doesn't mean you're going to do away with it. And we all do away moves because we have stuff that feels yucky and we want to get rid of it. We get headaches, we take aspirin, we get frustrated and we do something to relieve the frustration. A little bit of that is fine. Getting stuck in away loops, that's more problematic. So whenever possible, you want to reduce the probability that you're going to even be tempted and thrown into frustration. So one thing we came up with was buy quality. It's both a toward and away move. Why? Well, if you have buy quality, it might well be an away move from frustration. I have done that. I have had times when I was working with something and I was like, I can't take this anymore. And I get into my truck and I go to the store. Usually I'm thinking of Home Depot or something because that's what I do. But I buy a more quality tool, something that's good, instead of the cheap thing that I bought in the first place that ended up being very frustrating. So hopefully I learned my lesson and I buy quality in the first place. So whenever possible, if you can afford it, go ahead and buy quality. Why? Because it helps reduce the amount of frustration, and which then is a reduction in the away loops and how much time you can waste. The other thing in your life in general is have a ruthless commitment to KISS. Now, I think this is funny, and I left it. I actually spelled it as the actual kiss down here. I'm sorry, but since it's February the 13th today, I'm leaving it because that's sort of kiss and tilt my hat toward Valentine's Day tomorrow. But same thing, it's all caps there, and you want to have a ruthless commitment to KISS. Whether it's in your away moves, make them simple, make them sustainable, and make them something that you can easily spot yourself doing, and that you can, as soon as reasonable, get out of the away loop, or even just do a single trip through the frustration loop. And obviously over on the other side about getting things done for who and what's important to you, you want to go ahead and buy quality if you can, and have this ruthless commitment to KISS. And it's tough to keep it up, I know. And so you'll have a lot less away loops if you do that, though. You'll you'll, by buying quality and keep it simple and sustainable, you'll just have less probability of getting into frustration, and therefore you'll limit your time over there in those frustration away loops. Uh, in this slide, I see that I have the KISS all in caps. That's good. Here's my shameless pitch. If you're thinking of selling online courses, doing the online course thing, buy quality and kiss that baby. Keep it simple and sustainable. But I just know this, folks. Do that. And if you're thinking of marketing in-person gigs, which is a lot the same thing, same thing, buy quality, get kissed. So what am I talking about? Of course, join the Matrix Mastermind now, because we are we are quality. And I personally, really, I know the stuff for you to get that will vastly limit your frustrations. I mean, really knock it down. And we practice. It's sort of a mantra kind of thing. We practice this ruthless commitment to keeping things simple and sustainable. And we help one another stay away from those shiny objects that can eat up a year of your time, folks. I'm not kidding. When people get into this marketing and trying to do online courses and things, or even trying to get into do their own gigs and stuff, they'll just spin their wheels and get frustrated and pull their hair out and stuff. And I've seen people give up. So I guess in that case, it's forever. So don't do that. Join the mastermind. We'll talk about what you need to get in terms of tools and stuff, and we'll help you with that ruthless commitment to KISS. And back to beware frustration. It's the gateway to a way loop. So whenever you can, reduce the probability that you'll get into frustration. If you have any questions, down below, right below this video, if you're on my website, there should be a box where you can click to join the Pro Social Mastermind for a special price. Usually, the day that I am taping this, there's a very, very special price on it. So check it out. Maybe I'll also post this up on YouTube. There'll still be something good going on. So go ahead and click down below and learn about this stuff. And joining us to do this online marketing gig thing. It's a lot of fun if you're into it, and I can definitely steer you in directions where in less than a year, probably less than 6 months, you'll have something up and going. It's a cool thing. It's fun. It's very rewarding. So bye-bye now, and I'll be back tomorrow for Valentine's Day.